Well, I just wanted to say a few words on behalf of Suzanne Young and myself, both in business faculties, and our experiences with two different networks. So Suzanne, who sends her apologies, has been working with the PRMLE network, which is the global network for responsible management, and it's associated with the Global Compact. So a number of business schools in Australia are involved with that network, but the important thing is that it's global, and they also have regular conferences. So the benefit for that for Suzanne was sharing knowledge, sort of with other universities in other parts of the world, and then being able to develop some joint research projects. And that led to, for her, improved teaching practices and really, the very important experience of joint seminars and conferences. So that's something that perhaps we could think about, how our national networks might link with some of these international networks and some of their experiences across different disciplines. The network that I wanted to talk about, of course, is our learning and teaching network, and how it's important, I think, for business academics to be involved with that cross-disciplinary network. The main thing I've got out of that network is the experiential learning activities that people have been sharing. I don't know about other people, but I found it incredibly difficult to get this sort of action learning happening in some of our classrooms. One of the reasons because the students don't seem to really understand the value that we ascribe to experiential learning. Like, we all know it's the best, but I'm not sure whether our students actually really realise. And I found it really difficult to get them back in the classroom when you're not sort of showing a million PowerPoint slides. And I don't think that's just me. What other people have tried and tested in terms of those sorts of activities, has been incredibly valuable. And certainly in a business faculty, I think it's really important for us to understand how people in other disciplines understand sustainability, and that's been enabled by that learning and teaching network. So activities, case studies that people might be using, say in environmental science, are also appropriate for our students and can really add value. And similarly, some of our case studies that we've developed in the business faculty have been used in other parts of the university and shared through that network. And some really quite interesting findings. For example, some of the students in environmental science simply don't believe, or many of the students apparently simply didn't believe, that a business organisation could have any understanding of environmental sustainability, whereas we busily write lots of case studies about how they do. So, there's a difference across the universities, and the sort of networking, I think, is really important for us.
So Sue, might just try and summarise it there. Your issue around networking for better education and for interactive education, I think, is a really important one, because we know sustainability education has a pedagogy along with it. I happen to be in a unit that actually wants the whole university to teach better that way. So, so there's a strong crossover between getting good education happening and good sustainability education happening, which might be an interesting, set of linkages. Would you perhaps just a summary, Sue, of?
The things that Suzanne suggested that might be useful, I think, really good. To build more research hubs and projects in our own Australian educational context, and also to network with the government and not-for-profits. And industry and professional associations, means of developing those sorts of networks. And I think Cheryl was highlighting as well.
Yeah. That's a